Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. There's nothing quite like wrapping up a regular season with a bowl victory. It just leaves a good taste in your mouth going into the offseason. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the Stanford Cardinals, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Offense in a bunch formation. To the air on first down. Unloads it left. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
You usually want to start a game when you come into a hostile environment with a great first drive. Get some momentum, quiet the crowd. Palmer, the exact opposite. On the road, and you make a big mistake over it.
Yeah, I love coming into a hostile environment, trying to be aggressive from jump. But that interception was like giving every single fan here in the stadium a triple shot of espresso. They are going crazy right now after getting that interception.
He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game. That time, though, the defense did a better job making a play, forcing the incompletion.
So now it's second and long. going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
And I think QB's rush it, especially in the RPO game. You want to get that ball. Okay, I'm pulling it now. I got to throw a strike right now and get it on him. And you can tell, throws it to the left and doesn't get it to his wide receiver. It's just maybe a little bit of hurrying too much.
Third play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. Throws to the tight end. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Gamecocks! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And right down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Snap in the shotgun. Grabbed in the middle. It's Williams. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
Wide receiver going in motion. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Guys, let's talk just for a second about Stanford. Big moment in recruiting last week. 4-star defensive back, gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a 4-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed. You play so many DBs at one time. This is a position I feel like you can transition to college really well. The expectations for him are going to be high.
They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. On the move at the 30. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Stanford gets set to snap it on first down. On the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Guys, let's take a big picture view of Stanford. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. They'll fit right in.
Right down the middle. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Stanford.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that. And once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
And the extra point is good. after that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Give to the running back. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Rifles it down the middle. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Got room on the return. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
It's 1st and goal as Stanford comes to the line. Under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. Smells it. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
And they've been able to get within 2 yards. Now will they try to throw it in for the score? To the tight end. Touchdown, Cardinal! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. score, already down 14-7. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Quick completion on the out route. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
You love to deliver a punch on the first play of the drive. They've got it at the 46 on first down. He'll keep it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Trying play action. Using his legs to buy some time. Unleashes one. Complete to the right. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
And the Gamecocks getting set on 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Found a little running room, and they get him stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Fires to the right. Found a seam. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And the Gamecocks trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. For the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the back. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Cardinal can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. Off the play fake. Trying to beat the D deep. He holds it in, and nobody's close. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Stanford!
And that's shows you the importance of the run game and balance on offense. They run the football. Next play, they come back. Safeties, linebackers, bite on the run, opens up the big pass down the field. He catches it, and he glides into the end zone for 6.
And the point after is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. 14. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Sellers. Trying to get behind the defense. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Well, this defense has been outstanding in coverage early in this game. We're just in the first quarter. Of course, they already have an interception. They should have had their second right there.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He'll get rid of it. That's caught. It's Clark. We've reached the break, and it is Stanford holding the lead. That was an entertaining first quarter. Fireworks all over the place, as will be indicated in our first quarter stats. Will we see more offensive firepower on display, or will the defenses finally find their footing? We're ready to go here in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Looking to throw for it. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He'll pull it down and run. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the first down. He's scrambling on that play, and there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds, protect themselves, but that was really tough what he did. He put his body on the line to go pick up that first.
Got it in the middle. It's Clark. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
The Gamecocks look to keep this drive humming. Off the play fake on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Behind the chains now on second and long. Back to pass, it's Sellers. Buys a little extra time. He's going to run it. He'll be shoved out of bounds at the 35-yard line.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
And the Gamecocks come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. They turn to the passing game on third and short. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. Oh, he's got some space. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
And I like it. Third down and short, and this offense stays aggressive. And now they're set up. Forget the field goal. We're not looking for 3 now. Now set up in a first and goal, trying to get a touchdown.
The Gamecocks will try to punch it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's loose, and He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Boy, these offenses are just making it look easy.
Defense optional in college football nowadays. So many weapons, so much speed on the field, so hard to defend. Defense, I don't know how you play it. I really don't. Just try to get a stop, beg for one, please.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Gets the back moving. To the air on 2nd down. Makes the grab. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Back to pass. Throws to the back. That's caught. It's 4. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Guys, let's talk just for a second about Stanford. I'm sure you guys saw this. One of the top running backs in the country, 5-star guy, gave a verbal commitment last week. What's the expectation for him as soon as he hits campus?
I mean, you don't get 5 stars very often, and you get 5 stars for a reason, because you are a dude. He is a man-child. They want to get him in the door now. They wish they could already have him signed, but the excitement is going to really build for this young man.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Here's a quick throw out to the left.
My old coach said to never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Stanford with a lot of options here on 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And that's what this defense needs to get going. You've given up a bunch of touchdowns. You haven't been great early, but now you finally get some pressure, get the quarterback to the ground. Now maybe start turning this defense around.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the 2nd quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
This Stanford offense is humming, set up with another first down. They'll leave it with him. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Halfway takeaway there on first down. It's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Finds his man. It's 4. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. The Cardinal come to the line facing 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. He's got him. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
Awesome job there on 3rd down by the QB, working through his progressions. He wanted to go downfield, but the defense took everything away. So his eyes come down, he finds the drag route underneath, makes a good throw, and his guy does the rest to pick up the first.
Rushes on him. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Back to pass. Back's looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Cardinal! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers. 21.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Sellers. Just a short pass to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Back to pass on 2nd down. He unleashes a long one. Makes the grab deep. And they exploited that soft spot. They get it down to the 35. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
When he's a 2-minute offense, when you're this explosive, this offense creates the big play, completely flips the field position right away, now in a position to go ahead and score points before the half.
Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. A first down for the offense. He'll set up to throw. He slings it deep to the left. That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
The play action fake. Throwing right. Wide open downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
And the Gamecocks with the 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He's got it on the move. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Leaves it with the back. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, 1st and goal. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. The option look. Now the pitch. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. It's Sellers. Touchdown Gamecocks. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something we practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
And he tacks on the extra point. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Coming out with it, it's Brown. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. They'll try the run. And he's taken down after a short gain, and that'll do it for us here in the 1st half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Stanford will kick it off to start the 2nd half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. We are locked up to start the 2nd half. And guys, you know what? In a bowl, sometimes that intensity really builds in a tight game like this.
I think that's why we were really anticipating this game so much. 2 very evenly matched teams with a lot of playmakers. We knew this thing could go either way. So for this offense right here, this drive, start off the 2nd half, David, they need to put something together, really put pressure on the opponent.
And the thing I like about bowl games, man, is they're exciting. You go for it more on 4th down, less to lose, not as uptight. So I look for this 2nd half to be fun, to be wild, to be loose.
Dropping back, it's Sellers. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously said he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
The Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. Fires to the right. It's complete. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
And for quarterbacks, corner routes can sometimes be some of the harder throws to complete. So you can see this quarterback has really worked time and again in practice and throughout his career trying to perfect his accuracy on these difficult throws.
Motion from the wide receiver. Looking downfield on first down. Pocket breaking down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB. Finally getting some pressure. Finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Fires to the wideout. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. And the Gamecocks will bring the punt team onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Going right to work up top. Looking to the big tight end. Got a man. It's Blackburn. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. They'll try the toss to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, the running back has it. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Stanford at the line, needing to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Williams. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, Stanford! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick Good work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here, they had to punt it on their last possession, but this time, tight game, hoping to get something on the board. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Gonna take a shot. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And listen, there's different degrees of open, but in college football, that's open. When your receiver has a step on the guy, man, those are the ones you feel like you should complete most of the time, and he just overthrew that one.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. That's caught. It's Harbor. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Third and short now from their own 48. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Clark. That's where they'll mark him. A very productive play and a first down. They just keep throwing him the ball, this time on the slant.
No doubt, and you've seen it with the slant. You've seen other routes. Every route he's running, he's good. He seems to be open, so I'm going to continue to pick at this matchup every chance I get.
The Gamecocks have this offense rolling. Wants to throw it. They're working that left side. The jump plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one.
Touchdown, South Carolina! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when they're going in because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they... There he goes! Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Stanford could choose to go for it all here on 2nd and inches. Wants to go up top. There's the pressure. Catch inside the 25. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. From the gun, running back on the move. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's 4. Runs through a tackle. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
A first down run on the doorstep. Touchdown, Gardner! And they take it in for 6 more points. Now you know why you do all of those squats, all of those deadlifts, extra time in the weight room.
No doubt. Get that lower body strength so you can just shed people off you. What a great job smelling the end zone and getting in.
And he tacks on the extra point. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wants to change this route. Wants to throw. It's Sellers. Working the middle, it's complete. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
At the end of the quarter, it is Stanford holding the edge. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Looking to fire. Fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
Handoff from the shotgun.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll run play action. Finds his man. It's Smith. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but Hugh did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. Grabbed behind the line, it's Clark. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Fires into the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football. And you saw that there on the incompletion.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Wants to throw on third down. He makes a grab. He's run out of bounds, but they've got it now first and goal.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of in.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And he needs this one for the tie, and he's got it. We're locked up in the 4th. Coming down the stretch in the 4th, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. He's in open space downfield. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to the ground game on the left.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going for a big play downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Gamecocks. The defense putting points on the board.
What a play by this defense. The offense going in to take the lead. No. Flip the script. The big pick 6. Now you're leading in this ball game. What a play by the D.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Unloads to the wideout. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
I love that play call by the offensive coordinator. Your quarterback just threw a pick six. You want to pick him right back up, right? So don't handcuff him. On the very first play of the next drive, let him throw the football to try to reestablish a rhythm and reestablish some confidence. Obviously, that one falls incomplete, but they need to get this guy back into a rhythm. The only way you do that is by throwing the ball.
Second down, he'll throw it. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
The offense has got to find something here in the fourth quarter. You can tell pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot, unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
Stanford to the line on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Can't make the grab, in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
The Cardinal will have to boot it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is
looking deep. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
This offense isn't calling the dogs off in this game. We're here late. They're still taking shots, and a big reason why is how good this quarterback has been all game long. 4 touchdown passes. He's reading the defense. He's playing in rhythm. He's throwing on time. He's been accurate. And late in the game, they're still letting him take shots.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick six. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Unloads to the right. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. The Gamecocks line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. He stepped out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together.
And how about the defense? How big was that stop? Forcing the punt, getting it back to the offense, and all of a sudden, you feel the momentum now on their side.
Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Got his man downfield. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. Some penalties hurt a little bit more or a lot more than other ones. That one wipes out a huge game. Line getting set on second down. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game, marking at the 47. Stanford wants to push the pace.
This quarterback now has over 400 yards passing. To do that, you have to have weapons catching the ball. You've seen that in this offense all game long. There are some dangerous playmakers in the corner.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Pulls it and fires to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
The Cardinal come to the line with lots of work to do on third down. Wants to throw again. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Stanford! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. This dude is absolutely taking a flamethrower to this secondary, torching everybody in sight.
So find something different, right? Like double team him, do whatever it takes to not let that guy beat you. He's just consistently being the one that's destroying you. You got to find a way to make somebody else work, make somebody else beat you.
The extra point is up and good, and we are tied up in the fourth. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Handoff from the gun. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. To the air, it's Sellers. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
And the Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Dances away. He'll try to do it himself. He gets it down to the 36 before being knocked out of bounds.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. He showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his leg.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Now on second down. Leaves it with the back. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They love to make this kick easier by picking up a few on 3rd down. It's 56 yards out from here. The offense changing the play. To the air, it's Sellers. Grabbed over the middle, it's Clark. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They've got it down to the 32. 1st and 10 coming. Leaves it with the running back.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
The Gamecocks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play.
Timeout, South Carolina.
They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. Splits the uprights. Good. Celebration is wild on the sidelines as they've taken the lead in the final second.
How about the kicker coming through in a must-have moment? They had to have this kick to take the lead late in the ballgame. All the pressure, give me all the pressure, and he comes through in the clutch.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot. Ball is incomplete. Falls to the turf, and that's going to do it. And it went right down to the final play. That's the entire scenario you build up in your head in the backyard. Final drive, everything on the line, and you get the W.
So dang cool. How many times did you do it in your backyard just like that, like you're talking about, Reese? Making the play to win the game on the final drive when your team needed it the most, Jesse. Just coming through in the clutch.
Yeah, as players, you love this, and that's why you rep it in practice throughout the week. These 2-minute type situations late in games. What are you going to dial up? What can you go execute? What can you lean on in order to get the W here? Great job by the offense.
That's going to do it for us here, and for these two teams, that's going to do it for a season. Another bowl game in the books, and a season is wrapped. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer and our entire crew behind the scenes, I'm Reese Davis signing off, and we'll see you next season for another presentation of EA Sports College Football.